Hello, welcome to Harvey P Watches. As always, thank you to those who have liked and subscribed to my videos. I really appreciate it. Please keep liking the videos if you would like to see more watches. For today's episode, we are looking at the Saxon 7 Melody Chrono Ref 010-004G from 1984. This watch was purchased as new old stock, and so despite being made in 1984, it is still in new, unworn condition. Dad says he should be honest and admit, in the 1980s he would not have bought a Saxon watch. At the time they were at the cheaper end of the market, and despite being good watches in their own right, some models just didn't have the build quality of watches like Casio and Seiko at the time. The build quality is perhaps nicely demonstrated with this Saxon calculator watch that was purchased at the same time. This was the watch we planned was going to be chosen for today's video. Dad, I've just seen what that says on the screen. Kids. Compared with the Melody watch, the calculator watch feels a lot more fragile. As mentioned, we were going to film that one today, however since buying it the buttons on the side appear to have stopped working. Taking the watch apart, I could see no logical reason why. So as it is not fully working at the moment, today's episode is on this Saxon 7 Melody watch instead. When new, both watches had a retail recommended price of £9.99. So let's take a closer look at the watch. Including the sticky out buttons that look like big ears on each side, the watch measures around 40mm across, 40mm lug to lug, whilst being about 8mm thick. The watch has a plastic body and a plastic back, and I have to admit, whilst it actually looks quite nice, it does feel very light and flimsy. The case was not necessarily a Saxon case though, as we have seen exactly the same watch branded as Citron. The strap is made from really thin rubber, and given its age I'd be a bit scared to wear it in case the strap gave way. The watch does look quite nice with 4 distinctive red buttons, 2 each side of the case and a colourful, almost sporty face. These are complemented with the brand name Saxon in golden at the top and the model 7 Melody Chrono in gold at the bottom. Kids again. In smaller white letters are the functions of each button, namely light, mode, alarm time and alarm on and off. By default, the display displays the time and day along with the AM, PM and alarm indicators. Working our way around the buttons, pressing the top left activates the light switch, whilst illuminating a light doesn't really show the screen. Pressing the top right button shows the month and day. The bottom left is the mode button. Pressing once activates the stopwatch. This is stopped, started and reset with the buttons on the right. Pressing the left button twice allows you to set the alarm time, which like other functions is completed with the buttons on the right. Pressing the left button thrice takes you to the time and date setting mode, which is again controlled with the buttons on the right. Now moving on to the main feature of the watch, its 7 musical alarms. As in previous videos, we will show a counter on the screen, so if you wish you can skip past any particular melody. As you will hear when it comes to the melodies, the watch seems to have a distinct American theme to it. So Melody 1, the Yellow Rose of Texas. Melody 2, I Wish I Was in Dixie. Melody 3, The Stars and Stripes Forever. Melody 4, American Patrol. Melody 5, 10 Sensor Dance. Melody 6, Oh When the Saints. Melody 7, Leaving the Fort, which Dad says is the theme song from the movie She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. As you can probably imagine, he is very old, so he knows these things. The back of the watch has a plastic pop-off cover, whilst inside the watch it's a PF PAM352 module. In the 1980s, it was quite popular for different brands to use the same module. This particular one can also be found in other watches made by companies like Convoy and Montana. So there you have it, the Saxon 7 Melody Chrono Ref 010-00G from 1984. I actually like the look of this watch, although holding it, it does feel as though it would break easily, with virtually no weight to it. In fact, weighing it, it was only 20 grams. Having said that, we like to have lots of different watches in our collection, so whilst Dad would not have bought a Saxon watch in the 1980s as an everyday watch, buying one now does make an interesting addition to the collection. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed these videos and would like to see more watches, please hit the like button and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye!